This is Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it's day 4 in Poway. And we have completed the planting. Greg is almost, and the guys have almost finished with the irrigation. And tomorrow we will be doing the finishing work with the rock top dressings. But just kind of wanted to fill you in on a couple of things that we accomplished today. First and foremost, these garage flanks. This used to be bougainvillea. Now let's think about that for a minute. Bougainvillea, a shrub that can get bigger than an SUV, planted in between where cars pull out. Probably not, right? So what I decided to do was something low profile here. We brought in some soil, did some mounding, staged a beautiful boulder, and then just did some low profile planting. These things shouldn't need any intervention for many months/years to come. Then over here, this is even further removed from the home. So I kept it even more simple. Again, with the mounding, I staged a couple of boulders and did a Desmoniana variegata agave, one plant. But those of you that have grown this plant know that it has the capacity to get about this big. So we're just gonna let it. This is good. We will run a drip to this. See here? Here's our port for the drip. Greg converted this spray head to a port, and then the drip line goes in here, and we'll run it specifically to this plant. Done and done. Now over here, many of you were asking about the irrigation and how Greg irrigates the tapestries. We saw yesterday that Greg and the guys took quarter or half-inch drip line and did, kind of circles around my foundation plants. So you can see here around this Mediopicta, and these have drips that are 12 inches apart around the half-inch line. But then what happens when I do tapestry work? Because as you know, first I stage the foundations, then I do the intricate stuff. Greg pulls in quarter-inch line. See this black tubing here? This black tubing has drips every 6 inches, and it is actually plugged right into the half-inch line, and we take it over and run it intricately around all of the tapestry, and that's how we get water to it. Here also, he just ran it all the way around the front, all the way around the back, so that these pockets or islands of plants can get their irrigation. I filled in all the lines over here in the tapestry, or in the staging. These were just groupings, and today I spent my time connecting the dots. And we've got tapestry running all the way through up to the front door. Check this out. This cute little Achino cactus in this little vase. Isn't that adorable? A little specimen there that's not going to need any supplemental irrigation. I do not recommend irrigating pots. It's just really hard to get it right, and they tend to flood. So if you're going to have pots, think about plants that might not need a whole lot of water, like the ones that I chose, the Petalanthus bracteus and the Portulacaria afravariegata. That's not going to need much of anything. It can just be great. And look at this. Here's the Aluaudia procera you all wanted to see up close and personal. Isn't it magnificent? Look at that curlicue, and then the little mohawk coming up off the top. What a fun and interesting plant. We have to give a special shout out to our very own Sherry Witten over here. Sherry came all the way from Murrieta to help out with this installation and has been here every day. And this is her tapestry. Look at this. Sorry. It is beautiful, isn't it? Sherry has helped every step of the way. She planted all the Diamondia. Oh, and that's another thing we've got here on day 4. We planted Diamondia, which is not a succulent, but it's a very tough, once established ground cover in between our flagstones, all the way through the installation.
And
oh, yeah, irrigation. Right. And then irrigation, great. You know that quarter-inch line I was talking about earlier? Greg ran that all the way through first. Then we planted the Diamondia right on top. So smart. So this Diamondia will get watered from the bottom up. Super smart. We added a couple of elements, you know, like we have a really cute pot here with the Calicoe Bracteus in it. Obviously, I'll be top dressing it. We talked about how this was a 360-degree presentation on this side, so I'm eager for you to see it tomorrow with the rock. I have pretty much no idea how I'm going to do the rock yet, because as you know, I kind of make it up as I go. But I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So that's about it for today. This has been Laura Eubanks with Sherry Witten and Greg Eubanks with Design for Serenity, Day 4 in Poway, and your succulent tip of the day.